I'd like to share or talk about, help, I guess, provide some perspective for pastors that are about to take this journey, right? I mean,
run for your life.
So that's probably what Charlie's going to say. Yeah, that would definitely be Charlie's comment, I think. But I remember with Charlie, you know, it was, I mean, we were honored to come back on phase 2 of this project, and but nonetheless, a pastor, you know, it's their responsibility to spend and be stewards and be responsible for a project like this. And it's a lot of pressure for a pastor, understandably.
Yeah.
And I know over the process, there was lots of, you know, man, are you sure we're making the right choice? Is this the right choice? That seems like a lot of money. What's the, you know, so for the pastors that come, they're about to embark on this, I think, what's some advice or wisdom that you would share in expectation of what they're about to go through?
Well, you know, I think it is a difficult process. Every building project is. We design a lot of homes. We do a lot of churches. We do music studios. We've done a lot of work that, and every one of them is stressful in some aspect. I mean, there's no such thing as a stress-free building project. And so, you know, take some deep breaths and listen to the experts. I think the biggest thing that you can do is listen to the experts in terms of what they really feel like is important. And you know, as long as you have experts who are listening to you and your desires, I think that's huge. You know, these types of systems are expensive from an overall budget standpoint, and there's data that I know you shared with us and that you share with other people on what other churches spend, or performance venues, or whatever they are. That data exists, and the reason you share that is because that is normal, and most people who've never done a project that's of this extent just don't know what that expectation is. So I would encourage people who maybe haven't done a project like this before. This was a church plan, and so Charlie had built, he'll tell you, the cheap version of what they could afford, the first building. And they couldn't afford to have somebody CNC perforated panels, so they got drills out and did it themselves. They were that strapped for cash on that one. And when we were going to step up the game here to a better performing and a better looking and a better communication venue, it was a jump in cost too. But looking back, I think he's told you and he's told me, like, I didn't realize that all of what we were doing, the architecture, the acoustic systems, the AVL package, what it would deliver. And it is hard to envision that, but listening to those experts and understanding the value in it, and really trusting them is huge. So, you know, like I said, we had to trust you all wholly. We didn't have any other choice. But it turned out great, and you know, lean into that. I would say spend as much money as you can on the acoustics and AVL systems. I don't think anybody ever regrets it after the fact. I've never heard anybody go, well, I wish we spent less on cameras, and I wish we'd done 80% of these acoustics. It just, I've never heard that. They've always said, I'm glad we did this much, and if we had more money, I wish we could have done more. And that's really the mindset you should have, is really push that envelope to deliver the very best space and experience for your people.